Broadcasting live from the ESPN Radio Winchester studios, airing out the beef and settling the score. It's time for Where's the Beef Wednesday on Franklin County's favorite morning show. The starting lineup, fueled by Loco Coffee. And now for your hosts, Joe Abraham and Chewy.
And good morning. Welcome into the starting lineup. This is ESPN Radio 1340 1069 WCDT Winchester. I am Joe Abraham, along with Chewy, who has apparently messed my microphone and all the things. What'd you do last night?
Oh, okay. You want to talk about that?
Yeah.
All right. So somebody yesterday wanted to listen to Aaron Rodgers go off on Tony Fauci.
Yes.
And
tremendous.
Unplugged one of the mics.
Yeah.
And didn't plug it back in.
Okay. Easy
then
fix. You
then-
unplug the plug and plug it back in.
And the library ladies came in.
Yeah.
And I didn't know. And then by myself, so I started the show and I'm like, why can't I not hear Tina?
Yeah.
And I looked over and the cord was yanked and I was like, of course. Didn't see it on the floor, so the only cord I saw was yours.
Yeah.
So I yanked it out, pulled it through the table, and then plugged it up.
Okay.
That's what I did because, you abandoned me
Yeah.
for the library ladies yesterday.
Yeah. I had pigs. Pigs. I had
Whoa.
pigs I had to go pick up.
Yeah.
Kids I had to go pick up.
Yeah.
Same difference.
You're lucky you've got a really, really good excuse.
The other beefy gentleman that you see on your FMO Facebook feed in his just absolute swag-tastic Roy Kent jersey is the humpback swamp donkey Ricky
It
Tips.
is. It's Lasso Day.
It is Ted Lasso Day. So apparently the new season started rolling out last night.
Yeah, I watched it last night at 8 o'clock.
He told me this morning, Chewy, when he walked in, I was like, oh, man, did they roll the whole season out or just one episode? He's like, if they had rolled the whole season out, wouldn't have been here. I'd still be watching it. Yeah, I'm very excited about this. You failed the assignment, Chewy.
Chewy, have you still not watched Ted Lasso?
Not
No.
even an episode.
No. Like, I get home and I go to bed.
Yeah. We might, after the show today, we might take you in the other room and just turn on the first episode just to get you
Staple
started.
his eyelids up first.
Oh, yeah. Just be like, what was that Clockwork Orange, where he's like in the chair with the eyeball things?
Yeah. You'll like it. That's the thing. Once you start watching it, everybody that I know that has started watching it likes it.
So I was telling somebody the other day about it. They're like, well, but I'm not a soccer fan. I'm like, it's not really a soccer show. Like, yes, there is soccer involved.
Right.
But I wouldn't classify it as a sports show.
I wouldn't either, and I'm not a soccer fan either, but that's the ironic thing about it is it's honestly, I think it's better if you're not a soccer fan because he's so soccer clueless.
Oh, okay.
Especially in the beginning. Like, he gets there, right? But in the beginning, he's like, I don't know. I don't know what into touch means. I don't know what that means. So it is very funny. It's a very funny aspect
Well,
of
at the
it.
first
but-
press conference, like, yeah, we'll give it our all 4 quarters, like 2 halves. He's like, oh, yeah. He goes, win or lose or draw.
Yeah.
What, y'all? I forgot y'all have ties
No,
over here.
ties. The other thing is that you don't ever know because of his personality, you don't know if he's joking or not. Like, is he really that clueless or is he just being goofy?
So is it kind of like if Michael Scott was self-aware, kind of?
So it is I'd say it's a workplace ensemble.
Okay. All right.
That's the best way I describe it. I mean, it's
Yeah.
kind of like The Office, but actually funny.
Yeah.
There
Thank
we
you. That's
go.
a good way of putting it.
Yeah.
Brett Crabtree's already in the chat again this morning saying hello again. Good morning, Brett Crabtree.
W's in the chat if you think that The Office is overrated.
I can't make it through an
can't watch
episode.
The
No.
Office.
I
Like,
get so much
So I
secondhand
can watch the
embarrassment.
little reels that pop up.
Right.
Yes.
Like, they're hilarious. But so I was like, I'm going to try watching a season of this. Oh, God, no.
No.
Yeah.
No.
It's like nails on a chalkboard for
Now,
me.
I will say, what, Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
Oh, I love that one.
Oh, my God.
I haven't watched
So
it.
I've started watching it. I've never watched it before. I just started
You
it.
didn't watch Brooklyn
No, I never
Nine-Nine?
watched it. I'm on season 8. Like I started watching it this summer.
I haven't watched it.
Brooklyn
haven't seen
Nine-Nine is
Not an
excellent.
It
Yeah.
is
I'll
so
have to
good.
check it out.
Excellent.
Well, it is a Where's the Beef Wednesday, and that, of course, presented by the folks at Max Meat Processing. And we encourage you to get involved in the show today. You can do that by heading on over to the FMO Facebook feed. We've got a lot of things to get into this morning. Ricky Tips already has his feet up in the chair. He's leaned back and ready to enjoy the morning. Brett Crabtree is already in the chat.
He also hasn't watched Ted Lasso.
That is a travesty. He's another guy. I mean, especially knowing Brett's sense of humor, I feel like he would really enjoy it.
Brett's never watched it?
Never watched it. he
Oh,
says.
man, I'm telling you. So this is my thing. Like, it's funny, but there are so many great lessons from it, too.
It's a good show. It really is. All right, so we do have a lot to get into this morning on the show. I want to start off, though, by previewing a couple of things that are coming up and recapping a couple of things that have already happened. So what?
Well, Timothy Baldwin jumped in asking Artie, I'm guessing you're about to tell us about what it was, but he also wanted to say, what about South?
That's what I was just about to talk
That's
about.
what I thought, yeah. And then Clint Powers and Chance Pickett both jumping in saying good morning. Good morning, fellas.
So South started their season off on the right foot yesterday with a 24-20 victory over the South Lincoln Eagles, which it's my understanding that the South Lincoln Eagles are like the class of the league that they're in.
Oh,
They've
wow.
won like the last 2 years or something like that, the entire league. And South goes out. Head coach Cale Thompson gets his first victory as the head man over there at the South Trojans. So congratulations to them. Furthermore, for folks who are wondering, and we will post a graphic on this later to promote it, I just didn't get to it last night because I was out way too late, past my bedtime, doing other things, going to middle school football, so to speak. But tonight, Chewy, on the coach's show, one Mr. Johnny Hand will be hosting it back over at Jefferson's. And guess who our guest will be today?
Is it going to be Cale Thompson?
Cale Thompson.
There you go.
From the South Trojans. So if you are a South Trojan and or South Trojan fan or supporter, that's what they call them in soccer, isn't it? Supporters. Come on down to Jefferson's tonight. The coach's show kicks off at 6 o'clock.
Come down, get yourself some wings and some appetizers, and listen to the coach's show.
And
Have a
see
good
Chewy.
time. I'll be there.
Yeah, it's Chewy's date night. He's always there on Wednesday night in
Go
case
say hi to
anybody
Tori.
wants to crash it. And yes, Tori will be
that
there.
way somebody talks to her on their date.
Yeah.
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 I think Crosby and Katie are even going to be there.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, this is going to be a cool night. And then right after, you can play trivia.
South Celebration. Yeah, that's true. Right into Jefferson's Trivia, which is always packed over there. And then on top of all of that, tomorrow, North is back in action. Their first home
I mean,
game.
Thursday. That's tomorrow, isn't it?
That is tomorrow. Yeah.
I'm so out of it.
You're just counting your days by when the next Ted Lasso rolls out. The fact that you're wearing Roy Kent is tremendous. You and Roy Kent's like your spirit
Did
animal.
you see the hat?
Yeah, the hat is tremendous too. AFC
I
Richmond
actually got a
hat.
jacket also.
Golly. I'm jealous of the jersey though because Roy Kent is also. I freaking love that guy. Only wears black. There's one episode, Chewy, where his niece makes him a tie-dye shirt, and so he can't not wear it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's wearing this tie-dye shirt around. Imagine me walking into the station in a tie-dye shirt.
Dude,
How weird that would be.
I
That's
would
the
go
look
home.
that's
Yeah.
the look that he gets from everybody.
Yeah, like that would be. I'd be like, I don't even want to
Yeah,
know
there's
what you
something-
found inside of yourself.
Something wrong. Anyway.
Hey, Huntland Middle School won last night too.
Hey!
Huntland Middle. So let me get this
Just-
straight. It's South Huntland and Jack.
Just banging them out. The county middle school programs 3-0.
Yeah.
That's
Through the first week of the
amazing.
season. And yes, Jack's team won last. The team which will not be named, his team won last night 44-0.
Golly.
Huntland won 54-6.
Huntland won 54-6.
Yeah.
John
Holy
Davenport jumped in.
smokes.
Wow. John Davenport jumping in saying, "Morning, boss." Good morning, John Davenport.
Good morning to you, my friend. Okay, so here's the other thing. Before we hit the break here, Ricky, are you in yet to the thing?
Oh,
No, not yet.
yeah.
Okay, you got to get in. So I'm going to talk about it. We've
Take it
got
right now.
a few spots left. I have asked. There's some people that I've asked who have politely declined. Some people who say no. There was one gentleman who said, "No, I'm not getting in to your fantasy football league. That's something that's reserved for guys like Brett Crabtree." I'll let you guess who that was who said that. Lambo was throwing shade at Brett. But no, we started a starting lineup fantasy football league. The SLFFL. I was going to try and make the name longer so that the acronym could be really, really long. But I figured SLFFL is almost pretty too long for me to remember anyway. So here's the dealio, though, is that currently I've been filling it out with our regular guests. So like Chewy's in it, of course. I'm in it, of course. Ricky Tips, a humpback swamp donkey, is in it. And then I sent out a few requests to, like, Johnny Hand is in it, but a few specific people. And we've got some spots for listeners. I've already invited Brett Crabtree is in it. No, he's not in. I invited him. He didn't get in yet.
Uh-huh.
Brett, what are you doing? Are you going to get in the thing or not? Clint Powers is in it. Rob Kortner is in it. Daniel is in it. Kyler Parker is in it. Landon Relford is in it. Dr. Alsop is in it. I invited some other folks as well, some regulars, like I said, on the show. I invited a couple of mayors. I got turned down by at least one of the mayors. Haven't heard from the other one yet. But it was understandable. Some people are a little bit too busy. Honestly, I'm a little bit too busy.
Yeah.
I may forget to fill out my roster. But
John Davenport says he needs to be in this fantasy football.
Okay, if you want to be in, request an invite. Crabtree says, "Yep, I'm getting in." John, I can send you a request. But there were some specific people who needed to be in, some specific people who I knew would make it the starting lineup fantasy football league. It's not just like the Franklin County Fantasy Football League. The idea is that you are engaged in the show, that you are a regular, you are either on the show, you're part of the show, and this is for bragging rights. Listen, this show hits a lot of people in Franklin County. So if you're important enough to have been invited into this league.
Oh, my God, okay.
I mean, these are some pretty high bragging rights. Here's the other thing. I think I can find a sponsor for this because we're going to be talking about this so regularly.
Yeah.
And not only am I going to find a sponsor for it, we're going to get, the Trophy Smack belts that are like those big old.
Mm-hmm.
When I find a sponsor for this thing, we're getting a championship belt.
A championship cummerbund.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. And whoever wins is going to win the belt. And if it's not me, or Chewy, if it's not me or Chewy, they're going to be able to have their choice of which one of us they want to throw in the lake. I'm going to let them throw Chewy in the lake.
I think that'd be
as long as they choose Chewy, they can do that.
I think that'll be a lot of fun.
Anyway, we'll be back on the other side.
In January?
Yes.
Yeah.
In January.
That would be, yes, 100%. Because
when-
we have been teasing about jumping in the lake in the winter.
We got to have a
3
reason
years.
to throw somebody in the lake.
Yeah.
And when I say somebody, I mean Chewy. So we'll be back on the other side. Don't throw me in the lake. It is the starting lineup. This is ESPN Radio Winchester.
No two patients are alike. High Point Health with Ascension St. Thomas delivers care centered around your health, your goals, your story, your recovery. From routine checkups to critical procedures, we use today's medical technology and advanced clinical practices to help you feel better, recover faster, and return home to the community you love. We don't just specialize in care, we specialize in you. Learn more at highpointhealthsystem.com.
This is Daryl from Columbus, previously from the Paul Feinbaum Show. I like your show. I've been watching you for years. I like you, but I don't like you. I don't know you like Tennessee or Alabama. I don't know which one you like, but I know you don't like the Auburn Tigers, man.
Willie, thank you. I'm a little bit confused by liking me and not liking me, but you laid out your case very well.
The Paul Feinbaum Show, weekdays at 3 Eastern on the ESPN app and on the SEC Network.
Now, here's your ESPN Radio Winchester weather forecast. Brought to you by our official smile partner, Dr. Garrett Orr and Winchester Family Dentistry.
Waking up to some patchy fog this morning, otherwise mostly sunny with a high of 86 degrees with some calm winds. The chance of precipitation today is 60% with showers and thunderstorms headed our way this afternoon with about 1/10 of an inch of rainfall expected. Stay tuned to ESPN Radio Winchester for all of your wonderful weather updates.
At ESPN Radio Winchester, we're proud to welcome Winchester Family Dentistry and Dr. Garrett Orr as our official smile partner. From routine cleanings and family dental care to helping you feel confident about your smile, Winchester Family Dentistry is committed to caring for patients with comfort, professionalism, and a hometown touch. Whether you're due for a checkup or looking for a dental team you can trust, call Dr. Garrett Orr and Winchester Family Dentistry, proud smile partner of ESPN Radio Winchester.
There was an outline for today's show, but it didn't survive the opening segment. Back to Joe and Chewy on the starting lineup right here on ESPN Radio 1340 1069 WCDT Winchester.
All right, back here on the starting lineup on a Where's the Beef Wednesday, ESPN Radio 1340 1069 WCDT Winchester.
So I'm in.
You're in. I sent an invite over to John Davenport. You know who just messaged me asking to get in is Andrew Woodcock is getting in.
Heck yeah, dude.
So the spots are filling up fast. And here's the other thing, 20-man league. 20-man league is absolutely
Insane.
brutal.
Wow.
I've never been in a 20-man league before. It's going to be brutal. I'm gonna end up with Shador Sanders as my quarterback. I just know it.
Aaron Rodgers, triple dog, dare you?
I'm terrified. Like, I've never been in a 20-man league. I don't know how we're gonna have
I think the biggest league I've ever been in is like 12.
12. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang,
20
dude.
is a lot.
Yeah.
Because the way that it works, Chewy, is you gotta draft, right? And so when you pick your players and you
So there's only 32 starting quarterbacks.
right, which means
so you
Oh,
might
wow.
not have a quarterback one week for a bye.
right, if somebody gets hurt or somebody goes out for a bye and you don't have a good quality backup, you are I think the term is SOL, my friend.
Yeah.
All right, it is a Where's the Beef Wednesday. Speaking of beef, we talked about this just the other day. I really want to do a best of. The best of Franklin County.
Yeah.
Starting lineup rankings. Best burgers, best this, best that. Well, guess what? There is a new, what? Best French fries if you're Chewy.
I am flabbergasted.
What are you flabbergasted about?
Do we not already have this conversation?
Well, we mentioned it on air. We
Oh, okay.
teased it on air, but
Okay.
it's starting to. It's kind of like the fantasy football league that we just threw together yesterday. You had the conversation, and then one day I'm going to do it. One day I'm just going to do it.
Okay.
I actually already have a logo for this whole thing and everything. The best of Franklin County logo.
So are you thinking like videos, articles? Where you want to go with this?
I don't know. The sky's the limit. But
Okay.
the point is that we put out a category, and then we let the listeners, we let the people of, this is a People's Choice Award. Let the people of Franklin County
Oh.
decide.
Okay.
I say all that to say this. There's going to be a new option for best of as far as a restaurant is concerned. Have you guys heard about this Estill Springs Diner where
Yeah.
Jovi's is going in? And what was it before? It was Jovi's for a long, long time.
Lulu's,
It was
Lulu's.
Lulu's.
Yeah.
samples.
Samples. That's what it was. For a long time, it was Samples. Estill Springs Diner. And I think it's BJ Ratcliffe. BJ Ratcliffe and what's the other guy?
Nipper.
David Nipper. Those two guys putting it together. Nipper knows some restaurants. I don't know if BJ's worked in the restaurant industry, but I got a chance to sit down with them and hear some of what they're doing over there.
Oh yeah.
Hear about their menu. Hear about how it's gonna be. Oh man, it's. I'm excited.
Sounds good, dude.
I'm excited. Anyway, jump into the show. Head on over to the Facebook page /ESPN Winchester, and you can jump into the FMO Facebook feed and get involved in the show. It is a Where's the Beef Wednesday.
Brett did ask how many teams, and then he says, I can always find a reason on any given day to throw someone into the lake. Doesn't have to be over fantasy football.
Okay, that sounds good. I like that.
So we've always got.
It's not me.
Always got an option.
Yeah.
You know.
Just let me know.
I sent you my logo for my teams. You see it?
No.
So it is a Where's the Beef Wednesday. I've got.
That's pretty sick.
I've got some beef, gentlemen, that I want to get out there.
Oh, okay.
Starting with, and Chewy, this one is for you, my friend.
Okay.
And I've been holding on to this one for probably a week now. Retailers who have already rolled out Halloween. In fact, they did it in the month of July. I was over there at the I walked into the Dollar General last week, middle of last week. We weren't even in August yet. It's 95 degrees outside. The pavement is melting my sneakers as I'm walking through the front door of the Dollar General. Kids aren't even back in school yet. I am going in there to buy, like, I don't know, some snacks, maybe some sunscreen.
Yeah.
Walking in my flip-flops, my slides as the kids call them. And I walk in the front door, and there is a friggin' 12-foot tall skeleton looking me back in the face from the entrance.
Oh, timeout. It's 12 foot tall. It's not where you were looking, was the face. Second, who cares? Halloween is one of the best holidays of the year.
In July?
Yeah, but you get Halloween candy already.
Yeah, but right now it costs like $40 a bag. I am the type who I buy post-Halloween when they mark down the it's like, because pre-Halloween, you get the same bag. Pre-Halloween, it's like $12 or $13 a bag. You wait till the next day. Just wait till the next day or that night. And once it hits 10 o'clock that night, it's like $2.30 a bag.
Yeah.
Halloween belongs in October, not July.
What's in between?
Fundamentally
Hold
disagree.
on. July, August, September, and then all of October. We got over 3 months of prep time.
I'm okay with that.
I'm not emotionally prepared. Does it take people 3 months to figure out what they're going to be for Halloween?
But I
Christian spent 30 years and stuff figured it out.
Yeah. I told you. So, okay, do you want to talk about where this conversation came from? Because I said something, and then you immediately turned around. Because this is not the first time that me and you've gotten into it over Halloween.
It happens every
holidays.
year.
Yeah.
For this specific holiday.
Well, this one and Thanksgiving. But it's...
Christmas is the one that bugs me.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But, okay, but that's what I mean, is the same way that you guys feel about Christmas.
Well, no, because there's a holiday in between. Like, everybody forgets about Thanksgiving. It's like Halloween, Christmas.
Yeah.
Like, there is nothing between the 4th of July and Halloween.
I should not have to dodge Halloween costumes while I'm trying to buy school supplies.
School costumes?
School costumes. Same thing. I was trying to get my kid new clothes for school, and next thing you know, he's going to school as a Power Ranger.
Well, you know what?
First off, that's
he
an
just
upgrade.
became the coolest kid in class.
Hey, yeah,
he did.
yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't
That's
know what a
true.
Power Ranger thing, but
Well, maybe like Master Chief, but no. I mean, we're talking about July here. This is July.
it's August now.
Yeah, now it's August.
Still
But
only 2 months out.
I am of the firm believer that July 5th is the beginning of Halloween season. Now, and
July 5th.
Yeah, because
literally the day after the
Yes.
4th of July.
I didn't say July 4th. I said July 5th. So America gets its day, in like summertime and all that stuff. As soon as that's over, to me, after the 4th of July, summer's over.
See, for me, it's July 11th.
What's on July 11th?
Because you get 7 days after the 4th to still shoot fireworks off in the city.
That's a good point. Hey, can we also talk about, kudos to the guy on our street who didn't do that this year?
I think that our show became popular enough where he realized that he was the menace of South High Street.
Ray Roten just jumped in saying, agree with you, Rick. Who gives a damn?
That's right. Tell him, Ray.
Ray, I don't think Ray's a Joe fan right now.
Ah.
I just don't. I just can't. I can't with Halloween this early. It's too early. I don't need the fake spider webs. I don't need. You know what else I don't need? Don't need the spiced pumpkin latte in August.
That I agree with. I don't get that one.
Hey, there's a simple fix to that though. Don't order it.
Well, I don't order it.
Or go near it.
I can't.
I wouldn't. It's disgusting.
I'll tell you the reason though why I love it is like I hate going to Bath and Body Works. I hate it. I have to be in there all the time. I have to go with my mom. I have to go with my spouse. I have to go all the time, and I hate it. Halloween and Christmas are the only 2 times of the year I like going to Bath and Body Works because they pull out the scents, the themed scents. They've already got them over there at Bath and Body Works, and I was like, this is enough reason for me to say, the spooky season belongs.
You missed your opportunity. There's a couple of locations around here that would look really nice as a Spirit Halloween for the next 3 months.
Dude, I would kill to
You
get a
act like
Spirit
we didn't
Halloween.
talk to him.
Yeah.
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 Well, Chewy loves this. I can't stand it. Where do you guys stand listener-wise? When you walk into the store, is it too early for Halloween or not?
Clint Power says they're already decorating for Halloween.
Oh, my gosh.
There you go, Clint.
Yeah.
There you go,
my
Clint.
gosh. So you're telling me that I am going to be the weirdo in this conversation?
You're the Halloween Grinch.
I was about to say that.
What is that? What does that even look like?
You're just like a nice guy. You're just like a positive dude who doesn't like spooky or dark things.
Oh,
yeah.
gosh. Yeah.
You just don't really mess with that kind of stuff, guys.
Anyway, jump into the chat. Let us know. Are you like Clint Powers? Are you already decorating? Are you like Chewy, where your Halloween decorations stay up all year long?
It's my house decorations.
Yeah.
Scrooge is the Christmas one, so would he be Ebenezer Crane?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Okay.
What would I say instead of bah humbug?
Bah.
Bah.
Wow. My brain immediately went to all the things I can't say on radio. You know what I was like?
Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
We do need one of those buttons. I don't think
You
we
need a
have.
5-second delay?
Yeah, I used to have one at one of my other stations, and they come in handy every once in a while. Especially when you got Chewy on the show. You just never know what's going to come out of his mouth.
The closest I've got to a bleep is this.
Oh man. All right. So the question is, that's what I want to know. Is Joe the weirdo? Is it okay that the Halloween stuff is out, or is it too early? Should we wait? Me personally, I believe if it's like above 80 degrees, it's not Halloween time yet. It needs to drop down.
It was 71 when I was driving in.
Chance Pickett jumped in saying, "No, Joe, you're not alone. Halloween decorations in July or August is a little too early."
Boom!
Nobody
I got
asked
one.
you,
There you go.
Chance.
I got one. I asked.
Nobody asked you,
I
Chance.
asked. Chance is a real one. Chance, you want to join the fantasy football league? Rest of y'all aren't invited. Be very careful where you fall on this opinion, or you will not end up with a quarterback.
A 20-man league, I might play my own quarterback.
Chewy inserts himself into his fantasy team's lineup. Oh gosh. Yeah, it's too much. It's too much. It's too much personally for me. All right. So when we come back, that's not the only beef that I've got this morning. I've got to find my notes because I got to find my other beef. This is what happens when you have too many tabs open. Does anybody else do that where you get like 50 tabs open? Oh,
Yeah.
The Dodgers. That was my other beef.
Okay.
And I know some people are gonna say, Joe, you're a Yankees fan. It's a little bit of calling the kettle black there. But I'm gonna tell you why the Dodgers actually have an unfair advantage, a $55 million advantage, and I'm gonna tell you how on the other side. And also Evan Cohen, who is an ESPN personality on Unsportsmanlike, defended the other side of this morning. He's an idiot, though, so I know that I'm right. It is the starting lineup. This is ESPN Radio 1340, 106.9, WCDT Winchester.
The Starting Lineup with Joe and Chewy is presented by Loco in Winchester. Right here in Winchester, Loco is doing things their own way. From locally roasted Loco coffee to a one-of-a-kind shop experience. It's a place that's built for the Franklin County community. So if you haven't stopped by yet, now's the time. Support local. Drink Loco coffee, fueling Franklin County mornings. Roasted right here in Franklin County. And don't forget to tune into The Starting Lineup, weekdays from 7 to 9.
Stimulant misuse can take many forms. It may involve abusing methamphetamine or prescribed ADHD medication. Both carry real risks when not used safely or under medical supervision. Prevention starts with education and open communication. The Franklin County Prevention Coalition provides tools and local resources to help families make informed decisions. When we stay proactive, we are stronger together, and we are stronger without it. Learn more at fcpctn.org. This project is funded under a grant contract with the Tennessee Department of Mental Health and Substance Abuse Services.
The wait is over. You asked, and they answered. Backstage Pawn in Winchester now carries suppressors from all major brands. That's right. Yankee Hill, they've got it. Dead Air, they've got it. And if they don't have it, they can get it. You want a specific model or style? The team at Backstage Pawn is here to help. Stop by today. Check out their selection, and they handle the rest. The newest suppressor selection at Backstage Pawn, just off South College Street in Winchester.
It's time for a local news break from the 931 Go News Center.
Franklin County officials say repairs to the courthouse elevator are entering their final phase, bringing the project one step closer to the completion. During the first week of August, electricians and an elevator technician are scheduled to complete the remaining system work before the unit undergoes a final inspection. Once the inspection is successfully completed and approval is granted, the elevator will reopen for public use. County officials say the upgrades are part of ongoing efforts to improve accessibility and better serve residents visiting the courthouse. They also expressed appreciation to the public for its patience throughout the repair process. The Franklin County High School class of 2027 will officially kick off its senior year Friday morning with one of the school's newest traditions. Senior Sunrise is scheduled for 5 a.m. on the Franklin County High School football field, where members of the senior class will gather to watch the sunrise together before the first day of school. The event gives students an opportunity to reconnect with classmates, celebrate the beginning of their final year of high school, and create lasting memories before classes begin later that morning. School officials encourage seniors to arrive early and enjoy the special occasion together. Looking ahead, Oaklawn Baptist Church is preparing to host its 17th annual Women's Conference on Saturday, September 12th. This year's conference will feature nationally known speaker Shea Purtle, along with worship led by Jamie Hatcher. Registration and vendor shopping will begin at 9 a.m., followed by a full day of worship, fellowship, lunch, door prizes, and a meet and greet. Organizers say the conference is designed to encourage women in their faith while providing opportunities for fellowship and spiritual growth. The cost is $10, and registration must be received by August 31st. Additional information and registration forms are available at oaklawnbaptistchurch.org. For details on these stories and more, visit 931go.com. Stay informed and stay connected to your community with ESPN Radio Winchester.
Joe had to mix up some more pre-workout, but he's ready to go another round. Back to the starting lineup. This is ESPN Radio Winchester.
I just realized Plank has been hiding in my desk. I think he's trying to come after me or something.
Yeah.
He's trying to take me out.
Stay on your toes, son.
Stiff as a board this morning.
It's the
Plank is not. Anyway, it is a Where's the Beef Wednesday. This is the starting lineup on ESPN Radio 1340 1069 WCDT Winchester.
Brett just jumped in. I'm in, Joe. There's 20 teams right now?
Yeah.
This is absolutely nuts, he says.
20 teams. Chaos incarnate. It is the perfect starting lineup league. What more could you ask for?
I don't even know how to play fantasy football. I'm going to have to teach myself tonight.
You'll all be fine, okay? Chewy's going to be drafting Batman in the round 2.
And y'all will lose. Okay, Joe Abraham, we went through this last year.
Batman's an option?
Well, the first time we did the fantasy football league stuff,
I want the Flash.
well,
We brought up the fantasy football league stuff, and for people who don't remember, this is OG. I mean, we're talking.
Dave was still on.
Yeah, we're talking the first 2 or 3 months of the show because we took over the show. I took over the show in August, somewhere in there. July of 2 years ago. And so it was about this time 2 years ago. And we started talking about fantasy football. And Chewy literally thought fantasy football meant that he could draft a team made up of actual superheroes. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna have who was your?
I had Darth Vader as quarterback.
Yeah,
because he's got the mechanical arms.
Yeah,
and he can use the Force to bump the ball back and forth.
Yeah.
My center was Bugs Bunny because he could go under the team and then pop out the other side, so they couldn't tackle him. So when you said fantasy football, I'm not a football guy, and
it's evident.
I thought we were just like playing.
The fact you put Bugs Bunny on your football team.
Yeah. That makes sense. They can't catch him if he's underneath the ground.
If he was a running back, maybe he could go under the ground. But I think also then wouldn't he be down? It depends. I guess we're doing NFL rules. He's got to be touched to down. But
he dug through the ground. Listen, my point is that I thought we were doing like a Space Jam thing, and I was like, if I could pick, if this is fantasy football, I'm picking Gandalf and Darth Vader and all.
That
these
was
other
the
guys.
day I realized who I was dealing with on the board, and it was the day that I realized we had magic.
Well, to be fair, I'm just saying I feel like that would be a way more interesting conversation. Who would be like the best
First off,
quarterback?
Bugs Bunny, useless.
How though?
I just think that there's way more guys that would be entertaining to watch in football.
I could put the Scarlet Witch in the backside, and she could just lock his body up.
Ooh,
that's a good point. That's a good. I see it. No, but they don't allow women on NFL teams. So,
I mean,
he also has a good point.
That could be my safety.
That would be. See, this is what I'm talking about. Isn't that a better conversation than like? Is Aaron Rodgers going to change the guys this year or whoever he's part of? You know what I mean?
I'm taking Hulk as my middle linebacker.
That's a good one. I'm taking Superman.
Or
I'm
my
taking,
fullback.
Yeah.
Okay, all those are great answers. Y'all are missing out. The greatest running back of all time, if you were going to do one, is the Nightcrawler.
Ooh. Okay, wait a minute. He's right, though.
I already made my selection. You can't have it.
All right. Well, if you got Scarlet Witch, then I'm going to get Jean Grey.
Scarlet Witch is so much stronger.
Brett Crabtree says, I feel like my team is within at 12 teams, or gets thin at 12 teams. 20 is going to be wild. And then he comes back saying, Bugs could play every position by himself, though. I wouldn't mind the Tasmanian Devil, like tearing through the guys, like the other players get thrown around,
But literally, the Nightcrawler could just sit there and, there's the end zone. Poof.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm talking about. All right, this isn't what the show's about. But my point being, do people understand where I'm coming from, though? Like, I feel stupid whenever it happened.
I get it. I appreciate it. I still think it's friggin' hilarious. And from now till the day I die, I will never forget that that's what you thought fantasy football was. Legitimately thought that's what fantasy football was.
At that time, I thought I was going to lose my job because you came in and you were like, this is going to be a sports thing. And I was like, oh, crap. I was like, so I was like trying to participate in the best way I could.
Oh, man, that was classic. All right. So speaking of teams that are playing, fantasy sports, the Dodgers are absolutely driving me insane right now. And this morning,
because they're out yanking the Yankees.
No, listen. Okay, let me get into it. Okay, this morning, Evan Cohen made the argument, and he said, "Don't blame the Dodgers, blame Major League Baseball." He went on Unsportsmanlike, and he was talking about that. And again, I get it. Technically, he's not wrong. This is a Major League Baseball system. It's their problem that they created. They negotiated the collective bargaining agreement. All of these things. And if you've got teams that are willing to pay the tax, then, essentially you've got unlimited spending for certain teams. And the Yankees have taken advantage of that for a long time. But the Dodgers just acquired Tarek Skubal, a two-time defending American League Cy Young Award winner who's making $32 million this year. They added him to the rotation that already includes Shohei Ohtani, if he's healthy, in which a lot of these guys are struggling to stay healthy right now. The Yamamoto kid, Blake Snell, Tyler Glasnow. They entered the week with the best starting pitcher ERA in baseball. They did not acquire him because they desperately needed pitching. They acquired him because they could. And at this point, it's not about building a baseball team anymore. I think that they are just playing a different game. And it is fair to say that I grew up cheering for the evil empire. The Yankees spent enormous amounts of money. And I think in 2005, I think that they spent like the second team had like a 69%. They were spending 69% of what the Yankees were spending, and that was the Red Sox. But right now, the Dodgers are projected to spend around $517 million this year. The luxury tax alone is about $180 million. Their tax bill alone is far more than the entire player payroll of many Major League Baseball teams. Last year, they spent over $500 million in payroll and taxes. The next highest team, the Mets, spent $433 million. That is an $81 million difference between first and second, the first team and the second team, which is much more than the Yankees ever outspent the next team.
Is it?
It is. Not by a percentage, but by a dollar basis. Now, here's the problem. This is the problem that I'm going to get into. It would be one thing if they were just outspending, but we get an advantage where you kind of look at it and you think, well, this seems unfair. The Dodgers are expected to receive roughly $320 million this year through their local television agreement because of a bankruptcy era court arrangement connected to their sale back in 2012. Approximately $100 million of that revenue is exempt from the MLB's normal revenue sharing calculations, which means that the estimated savings to the Dodgers this year is between $50 and $55 million. And that situation continues through 2039. $55 million is not a coupon for free nachos. That is the equivalent of a superstar, at least one very, very, very highly paid player.
I mean, that's like Miami's payroll.
Yeah, it's far more than enough to cover Scooble's full $32 million salary, and this guy won the last 2 Cy Youngs in the American League and still have $23 million left over. So when somebody says that the Dodgers are just willing to spend, no, yes, they are willing to spend, but they're also operating currently with an advantage. And if the Yankees were ever this far ahead, and we literally started calling them the evil empire, no Yankee team ever approached what Los Angeles is spending now. In fact, the Dodgers right now, and over the last couple of years, have outspent the Yankees by a ton of money. They became the first team to cross $500 million in combined payroll and tax last year. They're going to do it again this year, which means that in the last, over 2024 and 2025 and this current season, the last 3 years, $1.4 billion in payroll. $1.4 billion. And they are approximately $286 million at least. That's nearly $300 million ahead of the Yankees over the same period. So if we're going to be critical of what the Yankees ever were and what created the evil empire, they are averaging like $95 million more than what the Yankees are spending over the last 3 years. This year, it's probably payroll and taxes is going to be somewhere around 517 is what it's estimated to be.
Okay.
$517 million. $500 million in a year. So I think that the question is not, is it fair? It's the MLB needs to do something. They need to do something to fix this. This is what we're running into in college football as well. There's the haves and the have-nots, the teams that have the money and the teams that don't. But this is making the league, in my opinion, unwatchable. It's just about pulling the team together, which the Dodgers are doing. And while Evan Cohen might be correct that it's a Major League Baseball responsibility for creating a competitive environment, this, for the Dodgers, they've already got a little bit of a advantage, $55 million advantage, which is, again, 10% of what they're spending. But on top of that, the overall rules have created a situation where the Dodgers, I don't know how teams are going to be able to compete with them. And that's not what we want. What do we want? When we watch these leagues, we want parity. We want an equal playing field where teams kind of have to.
Yeah, but there's never been an even playing field in baseball. Baseball's never had a hard cap.
Right. Well, that's my argument. Is we need to put in not only a hard cap, but we need to put in a base, because there are teams that just do not spend money.
Brett Crabtree says the money in sports these days across the board from college to professional is disgusting. I miss the old days when I thought it was ridiculous then.
Yeah. So that's my personal opinion, is that the Dodgers are currently ruining baseball.
But that's the same opinion everybody had for the Yankees for 20-some-odd years.
Right. So
just a team's now out-Yankeed the Yankees.
At what point is it too much?
I guess the point when the Yankees couldn't do it no more, now Yankee fans are arguing about it.
Well, that's my point, is that now it's affected me, and this is unfair. It's not fair, and we need to do something about it. So I'm not saying that you guys were right for all of these years about the Yankees. What I am saying is it's finally time that we do something about these stupid Dodgers. It's unfair playing field that has been created by Major League Baseball. What say you, people? The Braves fans are out there like, yeah, we've been saying this for the last 30 years. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the party.
Hashtag be like Brett. Let us know on the FMO Facebook stream.
All right. We'll be back on the other side. Chewy needs a haircut. We'll talk about what that could look like next.
Man, bring the Clippers.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, not
the
Ricky's
starting
Clippers.
lineup. This is the Winchester.
ESPN Radio Winchester, where Franklin County comes to life. From local news and athletics to everything in between, we're proud to bring you the stories that matter right here at home. And it's all made possible by local businesses connecting with real people in our community every single day. When you support them, you support our local coverage. Over 75 years of Franklin County heritage. Want your business to be a part of it? Contact WCDT today. ESPN Radio Winchester. Franklin County plays here.
Compassionate service to help lighten your burden and help you out during these difficult times. More Courtney Funeral Home, 300 First Avenue Northwest in Winchester, 967-2222. More Courtney Funeral Home.
Got a project to tackle or a party to plan? Skip the stress and rent it instead at Reliable Rental in Winchester. From tools and heavy-duty machines to chairs, tables, and event essentials, they've got what you need to get the job done right. Whether it's work or a weekend celebration, Reliable Rental makes it easy. Stop by 2433 Deckard Boulevard in Winchester or check out everything they offer online at ReliableRentalFC.com. Reliable Rental. When you need it, they've got it.
If your life depended on the mission succeeding, what would you care about? Would you care about the demographics of the crew? The moon does not care about your politics, doesn't care about your hashtags. It does not care about where you lie on social media arguments. It doesn't care whether you're male or female or black or white or rich or poor or conservative or liberal or religious or atheist or anything else, because reality does not negotiate. It just is. You can disagree with the facts, but they don't care about your feelings. It is a starting lineup. Thank you for tuning in. This is ESPN Radio Winchester.
There was an outline for today's show, but it didn't survive the opening segment. Back to Joe and Chewy on the starting lineup right here on ESPN Radio 1340 1069 WCDT Winchester.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was watching videos of Jack play football.
Doug Garrett jumped back in saying, how dare the Dodgers do exactly what the Yankees have been doing for years?
Right.
And then Brett says, yeah, Joe, you're fine with it until someone else's team starts doing it.
We've had this conversation, guys. Did you expect anything less from me? It's not important until it affects me. And then we talk about it, I complain about it, and we get it fixed.
Have you seen where Buc-ee's is suing this
Mm-hmm.
gas station over the mascot?
I think I did.
It's in like Beaver, Indiana or something.
Right.
And they've had the mascot for 70 years, it feels like. And they're suing them because it's too close to theirs.
Yeah. This
and
is
now
going to be a
every
PR
business
disaster.
in that town has changed their logo to a beaver.
Yeah. It's
Buc-ee's is just going to own the town
They're just
by
gonna-
the time it's done.
I
wouldn't
mean-
mess with Buc-ee's. I mean, I get it, but I wouldn't mess with Buc-ee's.
Look,
They scare me.
They got great bathrooms.
Yeah, they do.
There's no other reason to stop there.
I don't know. They got a lot of stuff.
No, dude. I kind of like them beaver nuggets.
They got a lot of cool stuff there.
Yeah.
No.
Is Buc-ee's overrated or not?
Buc-ee's is the last vestige of classic old school American consumerism.
So, the beef jerky buffet they
Mhm.
got going on over there,
Yeah.
I like that. That's pretty cool because I'm a big beef jerky person.
Yeah.
The barbecue sandwich, everybody says the greatest thing ever. Like,
Yeah.
I don't even know. Like, it's a brisket sandwich. You can't tell me that's brisket
Mm-hmm.
because I couldn't taste it. It's covered in Sweet Baby Ray's, just soaked in it.
I will say this. While it may be overrated in terms of the, like, if you just walked in there and you're the only person, the place is
Then
kind of ridiculous.
If you walk in Buc-ee's and you're the only person, the apocalypse has happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the place is kind of ridiculous when you think about it in that perspective for what it is and what it offers and all the things. But here's the thing. I grew up loving, like, I was one of 9 kids. We did not fly. I didn't fly until I was much older in life. We didn't fly anywhere. It was all about the road trip. And when we left New York and would drive down to Southwest Florida to see my grandparents, all we cared about was reaching a place. It was a magical land called South of the Border.
You told us about this one, yeah.
Yeah, and they would start promoting South of the Border about 300 or 400 miles from south of the border. You'd start seeing these billboards, and they just had these crazy billboards. And so we're counting down. We're kids counting down. South of the border, only 150 miles left. And for me, it is Buc-ee's is making road trips great again. You know, it's like how many miles are we from this Buc-ee's to the next Buc-ee's? And to me, I'm okay with it. While I may not completely love everything that they've got going on, you get out and everybody is excited to just freaking be at Buc-ee's.
Yeah. And you
despite
get
it just being a really big gas station.
However, I will say this. I think like if Buc-ee's was like coming to Franklin County, I could see why that would be a bit of a headache though.
Oh, I don't want that here.
Yeah.
Put that in Manchester.
Doug Garrett says the restrooms are not overrated and worth the madness.
No,
and
the restrooms are the only great, like, redeeming part of that thing.
Brett Crabtree says it's a sensory overload for me and too many people.
See, that's how Tori feels about it.
It is a little bit of that for me. It freaks me out a little bit. But
I've been to 2.
Yeah.
The one just on the other side of Atlanta, and the one in Sevierville.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've been to a many.
And
yeah,
both times it was like, why?
Yeah,
it's a
Why
little
am I here?
shocking. It's kind of like it's almost like going to the mall at Christmas when you're a kid. You know what I mean? Where there's so many people where you're almost like you're a little scared.
Yeah, I went in there with Katie one time, and I was like, "Hold my hand, you'll get lost."
Yeah,
she's so small.
Yeah.
And here's the other thing: we talk about how good their bathrooms are. Guys have a different bathroom experience at Buc-ee's than girls because depending on when you're traveling and stuff, bathrooms still for the women not big enough, and they don't move quick enough. I've been there a couple of times with Katie. She is almost, and if you know Katie, you know when she's got to go. She's got a little tiny like acorn bladder. When she's got to go, she's got to go. We get to the Buc-ee's, and she's about to pee her pants, and we're like, it's okay. It's Buc-ee's. There was a friggin' line at Buc-ee's in the women's restrooms. How is there a line? So, is Buc-ee's, it's worth asking. Question worth asking. That's what we do. We have the hard conversations on this show sometimes. And Buc-ee's being overrated, I mean, that would be just devastating if we were to come to that realization right here on the show.
I'm a sucker. I like Buc-ee's. You know, I'm a sucker. It works on me. The magic.
Yeah,
definitely
Now, I will
does.
say I'm excited to go see Dolly's new thing.
Dude, I am so hyped about this. Tori and I are like making a date out of it. I'm not even joking.
All right. Speaking of a date, we have one every Wednesday right here on the starting lineup, and you guys get to listen to it. We'll have more next. This is ESPN Radio Winchester.
Foundation problems rarely improve on their own. Soil movement, moisture, poor drainage, and natural settling can all affect the stability of your home. Addressing the problem early may help you prevent more complicated and more expensive repairs later. John Davenport Construction provides foundation repair, structural reinforcement, waterproofing, and crawl-space solutions throughout Franklin County and the surrounding area. Visit jdfoundationpro.com. John Davenport Construction, a strong home starts with a strong foundation.
Got a project to tackle or a party to plan? Skip the stress and rent it instead at Reliable Rental in Winchester. From tools and heavy-duty machines to chairs, tables, and event essentials, they've got what you need to get the job done right. Whether it's work or a weekend celebration, Reliable Rental makes it easy. Stop by 2433 Deckard Boulevard in Winchester or check out everything they offer online at reliablerentalfc.com. Reliable Rental. When you need it, they've got it.
Kids, pets, muddy shoes. Life happens. That's why more homeowners are choosing beautiful, durable flooring from Discount Floors and More. From waterproof luxury vinyl plank to hardwood, tile, and carpet, their team will help you find the right floor for your home and your budget. With over 30 years of experience and professional installation, you can buy with confidence. Discount Floors and More on the bypass in Winchester and on the web at discountfloorsandmoretn.com. There are all kinds of guys. Video game guys, gym guys, even romantic guys. Let's be honest, not all guys are built the same. We're garage guys, and a garage door moves more than any other part of your home. So when it starts wearing down, the garage guys are here to serve Bedford, Coffee, Franklin, Lincoln, and Moore County with high-quality work you can trust, unlike those unreliable guys. Call Garage Guys today or find them online at garageguys931.com. Garage Guys, built different.
It is the starting lineup. So the World Cup is going on right now in America, which means we have visitors from all corners of the world. They spend the last couple of weeks thinking, you know what? Americans aren't that bad. Nothing says welcome to America like a Belgian soccer fan waking up at 7:30 to some guy named Randy blowing up mortars in the backyard and a sleeveless Dale Earnhardt shirt. Welcome to America.
I'm Kristen Abraham, curator of Abraham Art Gallery right on the square in downtown Winchester. Looking for something unique? Every month brings a new featured artist, original art to inspire and share with the community. Come in, explore, and discover art that's ready to go home with you today. Whether you're redecorating, collecting, or just need something that sparks joy, this is your place. We're open Tuesday through Saturday. Find us on Instagram and Facebook. Visit abrahamgallery.com or stop by at 106 North
The
High Street.
Vols
You
play
never know what
here.
you'll fall in love with.
WCDT 1340 AM, W295 AV, 1069 FM. Broadcasting live from the ESPN Radio Winchester studio, it's the starting lineup. Now, here are your hosts, Joe Abraham and Chewy.
Hour number 2 of the starting lineup, ESPN Radio 1340 1069 WCDT Winchester. Joe Abraham, Chewy, and the Humpback Swamp Donkey.
Brett Crabtree jumped in. Still talking about Buc-ee's there in the break, saying there's over 4,376 gas pumps, and you still have to wait in line because goofballs will leave their cars at the pump while they stop and shop for an hour. Alice Davis jumped back in this morning saying, Buc-ee's makes me have anxiety. Do I want to stop every time? Yes. Do I hate it every time?
Yes.
Also, yes.
Yeah, it is. It kind of drives me insane, too, like the feeling that it gives me. But it's also, it's kind of like Disney World. You said it's so magical. It's like the magical most magical gas station on the earth.
That's the most trailer park thing I've ever heard.
I know it. But how about this? I didn't realize this. Now Buc-ee's originates from the great state of Texas. Those people who wouldn't be a state if it wasn't for the folks here in Tennessee. So
Factual.
Here's the thing, though, and I didn't realize this. Now, is this at every Buc-ee's? Please answer my question if you know. They have, like, animal feed and stuff like that at Buc-ee's.
Yeah, like horse feed and, like, yeah.
We were at the one one of these ones in Texas, and we pull in, because, Katie had to go to the bathroom again. And we pull in, and there are people, not just one bag of feed. There are people who, like, that's where they go for feed for their animals. The dude is loading up his truck with, like, an entire pallet of feed.
They sell gas. I mean, you're feeding your horse.
They sell everything. Like, you can go buy, you have a whole wardrobe coming to that place.
It's just horse gas.
That's probably where Ricky got that Roy Kent jersey.
No, they don't sell nice things there.
I don't know. Tell us in the chat, what's your favorite Buc-ee's snack? Tori really likes the cinnamon sugar beaver nuggets.
Yeah, I like those ones.
The beaver nuts?
Beaver nuggets.
The nugs. So the other thing about Buc-ee's that is kind of hilarious is the people will walk in there and straight up Christmas shop.
Yeah.
They got that whole section.
Taking pictures with the stupid beaver.
Oh,
that's what cracks me up.
I've got a picture of a rat right before I took my bedtime medicine.
Right.
And it is, you can tell.
Well, here's a question. If we did that with Chewy's face, would people want to go around? And I joke about putting a statue of you up, erecting a statue of you downtown. And
it's been voted down several times.
I firmly believe that it would have the Buc-ee's effect. Okay, we slap your face. Now, here's the thing: if we're gonna do that, you've already got the beanie, but your hair is getting a little bit shaggy,
a little bit,
getting a little long. And last time we ran into this issue, we just straight up, I say we, Ricky Tips just straight up brought some clippers in.
I can make that happen again.
Just showed up one day with the clippers. We gave you no option in the matter.
That was funny. Like, we talked about it after a show one day.
And you came out of that show looking like a band member from ZZ Top.
Yeah. It felt good, though.
You came out of that show looking like an extra from American History X.
that
oh
too.
My God, that was a dark joke.
That's brutal. That is also 100% accurate.
Yeah, he's kind of not wrong. I look like their accountant.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like the group's accountant.
You look like the guy that they just like leave on the side of the road. Like they commit some crime and you didn't get back to the truck quick enough, so they leave you and the cops pick you up.
Right.
You end up
right.
somebody's girlfriend in prison. I mean, it was.
I love how you have this deep fantasy inside you.
He's gone so.
You've got this whole
so far into this. He's
fan
thought about
fiction.
this before.
Yeah, this 100%.
This is not an original thought.
This is written down. This is.
This may have already written.
It's one of those tabs he has up there. I saw him pick it when he started going through there.
I call it American History XYZ.
So tell me, why'd you bring up my hair for this segment?
So I came in this morning, and for folks who may not know, we have a brand new shiny. I got so sick and tired of this all these people using AI for all of their stuff. And I said, you know what? I says to myself, you know what? We should take it back to originality, to humanism, to what do? We like whiteboards. And so we have a whiteboard now in the studio with our show topics. I think our new thing is going to be we just write the show topics up on the whiteboard, and we don't create a special graphic through the AI and post it online like everybody else.
Just take a picture of it?
We just take a picture of it and say, this is what's on the show tomorrow.
That's not bad, actually.
Just taking it back to we're human beings. I ain't got no time for this. And all of y'all's posters and graphics and all that stuff looks the same. It has that like grunge look with the weird font and the swipe of the paint with the.
So that's what Amy said the other day. Because the person opening the one in Cowan, the same one opening the one in Estill restaurant.
Yeah.
Because the graphics look identical.
Looks the same. And so I think we need to put a stop to that.
Okay.
We're going to create and our stuff may suck, but you know what? I want us to get back to
it's real.
Yeah. And so you took that to heart.
I did.
And you've used the show topic board. And it says mullet for Chewy ? Because we've been talking about this for the last few days. Now,
no.
Now I personally believe that if we shave all around the sides of his head and leave kind of like one of those Viking mullet things, I think that would be tremendous. Like, give him the Ragnar Lothbrok, make him look like a professional wrestler.
You are not Nicolas Cage. This is not on air. You cannot pull this off.
Man, I could totally do the Nick Cage. I'd turn it. Listen, I would turn into a different person if we did the mullet. So that is just. I'll let you know that now.
I think that we should. I'm in for the mullet. Ricky says no. Here's the thing.
Let's know on the FMO Facebook stream.
My only request is that we don't trim down his cheeks again. His beard has got to stay.
Yeah, the beard has to stay.
Last time we shaved it into like this weird looking goatee.
I look
thing.
like an angry math teacher.
Dude,
you know?
you did. You look like again. I go back to ZZ Top. You look like a ZZ Top member, but it was too much. I saw too much of your face.
Yeah, it was a little too much.
Made me uncomfortable.
Andrew jumped in this morning. Good morning,
Andrew. So let us know what you think we should do with Chewy's hair. Should we just trim down the sides and give him the full-on mullet?
If you get a mullet, you need to frost the tips.
Okay.
Oh, man.
I'll do that.
If you still got some hair, there's some fun things that we could do.
I think my hair is definitely thinning too, though. Like after we shaved my my head the last time, like my hairline went back like an inch and a half.
Yeah.
So I got to be careful with this one, dude. It's like I've been like looking at the mirror because like I'm tall enough to where like most people don't look down at my head.
Yeah.
So I'm never like worried about it. But I've been wearing the hat for the show.
Yeah.
And boy, I've been like, I'll bend down in front of the mirror and I look up and I'm like, whoa, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's catching up with me.
There's a low T, I'm telling you. We had that conversation. You know what you need to do, my friend.
Yeah, I just hit my my peak at 30 and now I'm on my way down.
Yeah, sure. This is your peak.
Okay, sorry. Doug Garrett says, I bought a bag of deer corn, barbecue sandwich, and stuffed Buckies for
deer corn.
Stuffed Bucky for Evie. Some gas, Amy's iced coffee. Don't know why I need deer corn, but Bucky's corn, so it had to be quality. And then Lambo jumped in this second hour saying, "Good morning, Jim Grind
If you don't lift, your wife has a girlfriend. Just saying, I'm back. Been on the road. So glad to be home. Welcome back.
All right. Lambo, what do you think we should do with Chewy's hair? What would make Chewy more cool?
What if we do a mystery haircut?
What's a mystery haircut? Is it like a haircut?
We take you to the salon. And we let them cut your hair and style your beard and the whole nine.
Oh, you're saying like go do a glow up by like a professional.
Without you knowing what they're doing.
Sure. Yeah. I would mean, yeah, I'd be for that. Yeah, sure, I'll be there. I don't mind.
Yeah, as long as we don't like dye the beard of the hair of his beard or something like that.
I won't be able to know. So
this is a mystery. Like he has no clue what they're doing.
You can't ruin his chewiness though.
So here's the other thing. I think a while, like 2 or 3 years ago, I said to the Prevention Coalition
that he would dye his hair
for Red Ribbon Week. I said if Ricky Tips pays for it, I'll bleach blonde my head and my beard, and then dye it bright fire truck red for Red Ribbon Week.
Your beard too.
Mm-hmm.
See, here's the thing. Don't ruin the show, because if you get all weird looking and people can't like stand tuning in because you're more weird looking than you already are.
It'll grow back. Doug says, Doug here starting the slow clap chant, mullet, 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 and then Christopher Lambert jumping back in and said, "Go Irish!" Hope y'all are paying attention. National champions.
Lambo, go back and watch yesterday's show.
Is he talking about Notre Dame?
Yeah.
Who keeps dropping every good opponent they have?
Yeah. But go back and watch yesterday's show, Lambo. You'll be pleasantly surprised. Kortner and I talked about it. If Notre Dame doesn't go undefeated this year, then I'll be surprised.
They'll go undefeated until they actually have to play a team in the playoffs.
Right. Well, yeah, we talked about that.
And then they'll lose by 40.
All right.
Ragnar, Viking look for sure. If I could grow my own hair out, I would, but my hair is too thin for that. LOL. Yeah. Just saying, getting older. See, that's what I'm worried about. Is like
that's what I would love to do. I'd love to have that like Ragnar, like on the top.
We need to do like a whole like midlife crisis thing for me. Like, it's like I'm only gonna live to 60. My life is half over.
No, yeah, I was just gonna say your midlife crisis. You'd have been like 15, 16. You only got like another 6. If I'm gonna win that Kalshi bet, it's got to be here in the next, I don't know, year or two.
We said that yesterday where you were like, I'm about to win that Kalshi. I was like, that's my end of life plan. It's for everyone to get that win that bet.
The bad news is here's the bad news. The bad news when Chewy dies is that the show is just I'm gonna have to go find a new co-host, and the show might suck from that point on.
You're gonna have to like leave like donuts and pizza out under a bridge like you did me, and just see if you can get them.
The good news is,
all right, Christian, I'm working this out for you.
Okay.
The good news is, if Chewy dies, I'll win that Kalshi bet.
Good news if Chewy dies,
I'll win that Kalshi bet, and all of a sudden, like things will get a lot nicer around here. Won't smell like dead animals under the building.
Yeah,
and stuff.
yeah.
Anyway.
Lumber prices just go down. You guys just rebuild a whole news station.
Yeah. Heck, I got so much money on you dying first that I don't even need the lumber prices to go down.
Brett Crabtree says, I think the listeners would just accept it no matter what Chewy looked like. That makes me feel better. And then Lambo jumped in saying, just like when the dog walked Georgia and Indiana at the playoffs, facts.
You know what would be really ironic is that you get your hair done and the listeners all love it and I can't stand it.
Yeah.
And so I fire you because you got your hair done on the show and I'm just tired of looking at you now. That'd be really bad.
Whatever it is, I'd like to do it live like we did last time, though.
All right.
Let's be live streamed.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
There's no other way to do it.
Cool.
All right. When we come back, tomorrow? Yeah, tomorrow. Tomorrow's election day. So if you didn't early vote, hopefully you have plans to get in there and vote tomorrow. But we're going to tell you about something that we've got planned for our election coverage. It is the starting lineup. This is ESPN Radio Winchester.
Good coffee recognizes good coffee. That's why Pivot Coffee proudly serves Franklin County's own Loco Coffee. Whether you're meeting friends, catching up on work, or simply taking a few minutes for yourself, you'll find locally roasted flavor in every cup. It's another example of local businesses supporting local businesses and giving you yet another great place to enjoy Loco Coffee. Stop by Pivot Coffee and taste the difference.
From the 931 Go Weather Center, it's time for an ESPN Radio Winchester weather update, presented by Bennett's Pharmacy.
Waking up to some patchy fog this morning, otherwise mostly sunny with a high of 86 degrees with some calm winds. The chance of precipitation today is 60% with showers and thunderstorms headed our way this afternoon with about 1/10 of an inch of rainfall expected. Stay tuned to ESPN Radio Winchester for all of your wonderful weather updates.
At Bennett's Pharmacy in Winchester, we're more than a pharmacy. We're your partner in health. Conveniently located at 1201 Dinah Shore Boulevard, we're here to serve you with fast, friendly, and personalized service. Need prescriptions filled? Looking for over-the-counter products? We've got you covered. Plus, enjoy local delivery and expert advice from our caring team. Call us today at 931-967-2777 or stop by Bennett's Pharmacy at 1201 Dinah Shore Boulevard today.
We apologize if this is your first time, but yes, unfortunately, this is normal. You're listening to the starting lineup on ESPN Radio 1340 1069, WCDT Winchester.
Back here on the starting lineup, ESPN Radio 1340 1069 WCDT Winchester. You want to know how I know that we have elevated? The last time we were talking about the haircut, Ricky was the one that was doing the cutting.
Yeah.
With the trimmer that I'm pretty sure he uses on
I
his...
don't want to hear it anymore.
Anyway, the person that we're now talking to, this would be a very big upgrade for Chewy.
I would be fascinated to see what this person comes up with.
I would trust this person.
Yeah.
And
I feel a lot better after he told me who it was.
As long as you don't come out looking better than me, we're in good shape.
Wow.
Can't promise that.
I can't promise that with this person though. You might come out looking. We joked about you looking like handsome Squidward.
Yeah.
You might come out like a super Chad.
Yeah. Be careful.
That would be a problem for me.
You were talking about how the election is tomorrow, and Alice Davis echoed my exact feelings. She says, "Thank God it's almost over." I am 100% in agreement.
Yeah.
Doug Garrett also says, "You don't have to look at him. He is already isolated in the Chewy box."
I'm looking for people who don't know the layout here. I am looking right at him. There's glass right between him and I. And the unfortunate aspect of this, before I was sitting across and looking at him, and if he did something that I didn't like, I would just, throw something at him or get my wax stick and hit him with it. I can't throw things at him now. I'll break the glass. And that wouldn't be good.
Well, right. You already broke that side.
Yeah.
But
on purpose.
That's what I mean is I don't know if we could break this glass at this point.
Right. I could not believe how hard it was to break that one sheet of glass.
It was I'd never seen a material like that before. Because for
I
people,
whacked it with the hammer, and it just the hammer almost bounced off and hit me in the face.
Yeah, and you could. What was freaky is you could see the ripples. You could see the ripples of the shockwave in the glass.
Yeah,
it was really weird.
All right. Speaking of ripples and shockwaves and all the things,
yes, Brett, I did skip your comment. I'm not starting it.
Well, I'll have to go back and find it.
Yeah.
So speaking of all of those things, though, the election is tomorrow, and for people who are wondering what election coverage is going to look like, boy, do we have a treat for you. We have been working on a very cool, what is it called, Chewy? Like a spreadsheet?
Yeah, a spreadsheet.
So as the election returns are coming back, we will be infilling data into this thing. We are going to be live video streaming, right? That's the idea?
That's the plan.
We are going to be live video streaming this sheet so that you guys can see it as it's updated and see who the leaders are and see what's going on as these returns are coming back. B, I am going to be broadcasting the North football game. But during the North football game, I am going to also be giving live updates as I am getting them from the Wookiee. The Wookiee is going to be over at the Annex building. So if anything goes wrong, we know who to blame, as per usual. We looked at Chewie to blame him. And no, but the very cool thing is if you know where to find all of our video stuff on the Facebook feed, which I know you do, then you can just pull that up and you can both, because Chewie's going to be feeding the audio from the game into that feed. Chewie's not going to have time to really be talking about it. And it's kind of hard to talk about the numbers as they're coming in. Oh, we can update this, that, and the other thing, which I am going to be doing. But Chewie is going to be working on getting the numbers in to the system. And the system will visually show you. Now, here's the other cool thing about it. I think, Chewie, that we today are going to share, I think, the plan is today we are going to share that form with you, the listeners. Over on the Facebook page, we will make a post, and you will be able to see the live results as we are inputting them. You will have your own little access to the chart, the numbers, as they are being infilled. And it is going to track the percentages and the numbers and all the things. I've tested it. It works. And I'm excited about it. Honestly, I personally feel like we've outdone ourselves here on this one.
This one's probably one of the cooler things that we've done. This is pretty neat.
It's really going to, in a lot of ways, it's really going to change the game as far as how we're able to not just cover this election, but elections going forward, because we will have the visual aspect of it to go along with being able to talk about what these numbers are. So, you know now where to find your election returns. The results will be right here on WCDT. You'll also be able to listen to the game as it's ongoing. And if all of that is, not something that you're interested in, you can just simply pull up the spreadsheet and watch. You won't be able to edit it yourself or anything like that. Just we can edit it, but you guys can be viewers of this spreadsheet, and you can see as the numbers are going in live. So I'm very excited.
Yeah, dude.
But it brings me to my next point. If you have not gone out and voted, which there's quite a few of you who have not taken advantage of early voting, because only 3,675 of us have voted. 2,978 Republicans have voted, or registered Republicans. 624 registered Democrats, and 73 which fall under the general category. But if you have not voted yet, I encourage you to go out and vote. Now, the numbers, I believe in the primary, we had just shy of 30,000 registered voters in the county. So it's 3,600. What is that? We're already over 10%. But let's get that number really high. Let's get that number elevated. Let's show that it matters, these decisions. And let's participate in the process. Because honestly, if you don't have any room to complain. We've talked about that. And it's your duty. It's your duty. Bless you. All right. Something else that's kind of cool that we're going to do this week. Next 2 days are going to be the next 3 days. Because today, we've got the Coaches Show, which I mentioned in hour number 1. Cal Thompson, Coach at South, 24-20 victory last night over South Lincoln to start the season 1-0. Huntland has started their season 1-0, the middle school. We had Landon Rutherford on last week. They started their season 1-0. And tonight, Cal Thompson is going to be the guest on the Coach's Show. Over at Jefferson's. Come on out. Enjoy the show. Celebrate their victory. And, two, if you stay, you can enjoy some trivia. It's trivia night over there at Jefferson.
Cool.
Tomorrow, we told you about the election returns. We told you about the North game. We're going to be video streaming. We're going to be radio streaming. All the streaming. We got the spreadsheet, all the things, so that you can keep up with what's going on in live time. And then Friday morning, we're going to turn right back around. Chewy, you know what Friday is?
What is Friday?
The first day of school.
Oh, okay.
And Friday, we will be over at Rock Creek Elementary. We're going to see how that works.
I like it.
They've hooked us into their Wi-Fi. What is it with schools? Ricky Tips, maybe you can help me out with this. Do schools have these things? Because kids always talk about them. That schools have these things that, like, squish the cell signal. Is that a thing? Like,
Jammers?
Yeah.
I don't know if the school system has them.
I wonder if that's a thing. Because it seems like every time I go to a school, my cell service just goes down to 1 bar.
Mm-hmm.
Just enough for you to want to send a text message. But I got the iPhone, so it never goes through. It just kicks back to me.
I sat down in Huntland the other day for Abby's practices, and I watched like 6 episodes of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, so I can't say that's a real thing.
Man, Huntland's built different. Different.
I had to go to the back parking lot, though.
Oh.
Like, you can't be in the parking lot up by the gym. You have to go behind by the football field.
Oh, we're learning the secrets.
It's the best Wi-Fi spots.
The jammer doesn't reach that spot of the campus.
Once you get down there, you get a little better shot.
All right.
Brett says, I have to let Caroline know.
Yeah, let Caroline know. We will be out there. She'll know because I think we're going to be sitting in the front of the building as the kids are coming into school.
That's a lot of fun.
Yeah, we're going to be sitting on the front patio.
Doug Garrett says, y'all have a great day. Going to work and trying to keep this streak alive. 27.
Dang, dude, 27 months.
Holy Moses.
That's incredible.
27 months as the top salesperson at Russell Barnett Chevy. That is longer than the show has been on air.
Yeah.
That's longer than the starting lineup has been on the air. In fact, I don't know if I've done anything in my life for 27 straight months. Except for live.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Go to the bathroom and eat. Done that for 27 straight months. But anything else, I don't think I've done.
How long you and Katie been married?
Okay. Yeah. Brutal. Jeez. All right.
Katie, I hope you're not listening over there.
I've loved Katie for 27 months straight. Or more. All right. We'll be back on the other side. It is the starting lineup. We got a mayor in studio with us. You'll want to catch that coming up next as well. Because, again, like I mentioned, tomorrow is Election Day. And I'm sure he's got some thoughts on that as well.
Mom just jumped in. Good morning, Ma.
Good morning, Miss Gretchen. All right. This is the starting lineup on a Where's the Beef Wednesday. If you don't go vote, I've got beef with you. Go vote tomorrow. This is ESPN Radio 1340 1069 WCDT Winchester.
For 20 years, Sheriff Tim Fuller has led with one priority: keeping Franklin County safe. Safe schools, safe churches, safe neighborhoods, safe streets. Day or night, Tim Fuller has been there when our community needed him. No catchy campaign slogans, no empty promises, just proven leadership, hard work, and a record for turning ideas into action. Experience matters. Leadership matters. On Election Day, re-elect Sheriff Tim Fuller and keep Franklin County moving forward. Election Day is August 6th. This ad was paid for by the candidate.
When it comes to beef, the smartest way to buy is straight from the source. At Max Meat Processing, you can stock your freezer with whole, half or quarter beef, saving money while getting premium, locally raised meat you can trust. No additives, no preservatives, just real beef. And if bulk isn't an option, no problem. Max Meat Market has you covered by the pound. Max Meat Processing, your hometown source for quality beef.
At Citizens Community Bank, we're here to make your banking easy and convenient. Whether you're visiting us in person at our main location at 1418 Dinah Shore Boulevard in Winchester, or others in Deckard and Huntland, or managing your money on the go with our secure mobile app, we've got you covered. Call us today at 931-967-3342. That's Citizens Community Bank, Equal Housing Lender Member FDIC, your trusted partner in banking for over 30 years.
It's time for a local news break from the 931 Go News Center.
Franklin County officials say repairs to the courthouse elevator are entering their final phase, bringing the project one step closer to the completion. During the first week of August, electricians and an elevator technician are scheduled to complete the remaining system work before the unit undergoes a final inspection. Once the inspection is successfully completed and approval is granted, the elevator will reopen for public use. County officials say the upgrades are part of ongoing efforts to improve accessibility and better serve residents visiting the courthouse. They also expressed appreciation to the public for its patience throughout the repair process. The Franklin County High School class of 2027 will officially kick off its senior year Friday morning with one of the school's newest traditions. Senior Sunrise is scheduled for 5 a.m. on the Franklin County High School football field, where members of the senior class will gather to watch the sunrise together before the first day of school. The event gives students an opportunity to reconnect with classmates, celebrate the beginning of their final year of high school, and create lasting memories before classes begin later that morning. School officials encourage seniors to arrive early and enjoy the special occasion together. Looking ahead, Oaklawn Baptist Church is preparing to host its 17th annual Women's Conference on Saturday, September 12th. This year's conference will feature nationally known speaker Shea Pirtle, along with worship led by Jamie Hatcher. Registration and vendor shopping will begin at 9 a.m., followed by a full day of worship, fellowship, lunch, door prizes, and a meet and greet. Organizers say the conference is designed to encourage women in their faith while providing opportunities for fellowship and spiritual growth. The cost is $10, and registration must be received by August 31st. Additional information and registration forms are available at oaklawnbaptistchurch.org. For details on these stories and more, visit 931go.com. Stay informed and stay connected to your community with ESPN Radio Winchester.
When it comes to caring for your loved ones, choose a name you can trust. Inhabit Home Health in Winchester, located at 2068 Cowan Highway. We're here to provide compassionate professional care right in the comfort of your own home. From skilled nursing to therapy services, our team is dedicated to helping you or your loved ones achieve the best quality of life. Call Inhabit Home Health today at 931-967-0633 to learn more about our personalized care plans.
I don't know what to tell you. I know it's not much, but this is the best they've got. You're listening to the starting lineup on ESPN Radio, WCDT Winchester.
Back here on the starting lineup, ESPN Radio, 1340, 1069, WCDT Winchester, Joe Abraham and Chewy. Joined on a Where's the Beef Wednesday presented by the folks over at Max Meat Processing by the Humpback Swamp Donkey, Ricky Tips, who's all dressed out in his Ted Lasso gear.
That's right. You ever watch Ted Lasso?
I don't.
You know, that's a show you get into.
Kind of a Reacher was probably my latest favorite thing.
I will tell you, Ted Lasso, I know you well enough, Coach. Ted Lasso is a show you'd like.
I'll check it out.
That other voice that you hear is the County Mayor, Chris Gass, joining us in studio as well this morning, which is fitting with everything that's going on and everything that's coming up tomorrow, Election Day. Obviously, that's a big topic. That's a big talking point this morning.
Always is.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me this morning, first of all. But I would like to start by just saying, making an announcement. I guess probably it's common knowledge now that we lost one of our district court judges, one of our circuit court judges. Judge Cam Cameron passed away. He was one of the judges for the 12th Judicial District, and we certainly send our condolences to his family and friends, and wish them all all the love and good feeling we can express to them during this time. So we will miss Judge Cameron, but we wish Godspeed to his family.
Yeah.
And that's the reason, if anybody was wondering or asked why the flags are at half-mast for the county today.
Okay, good to know. Yeah.
Other than, that being said, moving on, things going on, I would like to try to encourage everybody that has not voted yet to please go out and vote. If you weren't planning on it, do it anyway. A good metric for totals is you take early voting and just about double it, or maybe a little bit more. So we're looking at maybe a 7,200 voter turnout.
Right.
And, I would say bare minimum it ought to be 8,000.
Right.
So everybody, please take the time to go vote at your polls tomorrow. It's 7 to 7. That's plenty of time. And there are people that do wait because they still like to go to their poll there in their district. So that's fine, but please be sure and go do that. And we've talked about it when we were talking at the break. These local elections they have a quicker impact on the way things are done and your tax rates and the policies and procedures and the way the county operates. Those elections have a bigger, quicker impact on those type things than any state or national election. So they are important, and every vote does count because I've seen them in ties. I've seen them one vote one way or the other. So your vote does matter. So please, everybody, get out to vote.
With the new appraisals coming up, this year?
The what?
The new appraisals?
Yes.
That's
the fifth. That'll be the 5th year.
Yes. I mean, this will be something that the county commissioners elected in right now are going to be the ones that select the tax rate according to those appraisals.
Well, that's a tricky thing, and it's not just as simple as
I know.
accepting or not accepting. We got into a pickle right before I took office because an appraisal came, was done, and the results. Basically, what the state tells you is if you want to collect the same amount of money you collected last year, this is what the tax rate can be.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what you need to take into consideration is you've not taken into account raises for your employees, capital projects for your buildings, anything else that you might need to fund, increases in insurance and benefits. There's all these things you need to take into consideration before you just say, okay, we can lower the tax rate to X, because you'll find yourself in a shortfall if you do that. And that's exactly what happened right before I took office. So we had to, my first year, we had to kind of balance the scale back out a little bit. So we have to be careful with those appraisals. But yeah, those are coming up. So we'll see what they yield.
Yeah, well, and when you talk about budgets and other things like that, again, obviously, yes, we're talking about the county commissioner races as well, but the sheriff's race has a big impact on that. Second largest budget in the county, second to the school board. So that's a big one as well. And I know obviously it's been a contentious one. I think a lot of people are excited to just put that behind them, regardless of which way that it goes. One of the things that's tough about these elections in a community like ours is how divisive that they can be. And a lot of that tone has been set on the national stage, certainly. But that's one of the things that I have been more trying to encourage people here in the last little bit, is regardless of which way it goes, at the end of the day, we're all rowing in the same direction, and that is to be the best Franklin County that we can be. And we've got to figure out a way to come back together after this thing, tomorrow, after these decisions are made, after the election is had and done and finalized and all the things, we got to move forward.
That's the end goal, and should be for everybody. It's like you just said, it's to make Franklin County the most productive, safest place for our citizens to live. That ought to be every politician's number one goal. To be financially stable, so we don't have to increase our tax rates for people that are already, living paycheck to paycheck, and things are tight, and we all know that. So that's a goal, and make it the safest and most productive place also. If those are your motivations and your goals as a representative of the county, I think things will turn out to be okay. Local elections get personal sometimes, and I hate to see that. You're applying for a job is the way I look at it. It's a business decision, and when I ran the first time, I had a primary opponent and I had a general election opponent, and they were both really professional, acted with a lot of class, and I feel like I did too. And we had a a debate. We presented our platforms and thought, shared our visions for the county going forward, and the people made a decision. So, in my mind, that's the way elections should be conducted. It's just two people applying for the same job.
Right.
You present what you think your capabilities are and your vision for the future for the office you're going to represent, and then you let people make the choice, because you get into a quagmire of, a lot of negativity, and a lot of that the example set in Washington. Obviously, they can't even have a committee meeting without it turning into a shouting match.
Yeah.
And we're not going to do that here. I can tell you right now, the county commission's not going to operate that way.
Yeah.
Not as long as I'm chairing the thing, because you don't get anything done that way.
Yeah.
But you kind of hate to see, what you do is you get away from what the actual point of everything is.
Mm-hmm.
Like for my office, if I'm running a campaign for mayor and I'm not talking about budget, if I'm not talking about economic development, if I'm not talking about obtaining grants to fund things for the county, then what am I talking about?
Right.
That's my job.
Yeah.
And to be the representative for Franklin County and really the public relations person. That's the mayor does a lot of that kind of thing, and out of our office we do that. So if I'm not talking about those things or sharing my vision for those things, then what am I really talking about?
Right.
All the rest of it is just window dressing, bad or good to me.
Yeah, that's a good point. Certainly. Now, speaking of getting things done, one of the big conversation points here recently has surrounded 64 and the resurfacing of 64, which is a long time coming. Obviously, and we've mentioned thanks need to go out to Iris Rudder for helping get that done and pushing that through, bringing attention to it. That we've joked in the past that poor Steve over at Heath Automotive is going to lose a lot of work.
He'll lose a lot of business.
But thankfully, there's a timeline now in place.
Yeah, and I was going to say that too. We're so appreciative to Representative Rudder. I know she spent a lot of time working and, talking to the people she needed to talk to in Nashville to get this corrected down here on 64. So thanks to her for taking care and helping Franklin County. And it's my understanding that project will begin sometime this late summer or early fall and be completed by the end of October. I believe is what Representative Rudder told me. So it'll be sooner than later, because that's a pretty big project. But
yeah.
When TDOT puts their mind to it, they're capable of a lot of things in a pretty short time. So we're looking forward to having that fixed, and maybe people can, drive to Huntland or go on to Fayetteville or Huntsville without having to have a front end alignment when they get there. So that's good news for everybody. And once again, thanks to Representative Rudder and I'm sure the highway guys helped with the contacts they had at TDOT. So looking forward to having that. There's another case of, politicians concerning themselves with what's best for the county and not getting into a quagmire.
I saw the other day on the mayor's office's Facebook page that you have a new executive assistant,
Yes.
in Miss Heather. And there are some changes that have gone on in and around the personnel up there at the mayor's office and all the things. But talk a little bit about Miss Heather and what she brings to the table.
It's funny. I joked with her before I left the office I was going to spend all my time talking about her on the radio. So. Who knew, right? But, what actually transpired is Miss Margaret Otley is going to retire in December from the elections office as an election administrator. And once she notified the election commission, they began a search, and they hired my executive assistant, Sharon Byram, to come and be the new elections administrator, which was, I was so proud for Sharon to be able to do that. It's a big promotion for her, so we're happy. She's earned it. There's no accident.
Terrific.
There's no accident that happened. She has done a wonderful job since she's been at the mayor's office. She's been the face, pretty much of the mayor's office for I think it's 8 years she's been there. Couldn't have asked for somebody to do a better job. So, hard work and dedication still pay off. So, congratulations to her. She's not here right now. She's out of town. She's got an illness in the family. So, she'll be. Hopefully, maybe next week she'll be back. But once again, congratulations to her. Actually, today was supposed to be her last day.
Oh, wow.
In the mayor's office, and then August 10th she will start her training with Miss Otley. Her replacement, we obviously posted the job, did a series of interviews, and hired Miss Heather Poston, who is actually Heather grew up in Estill Springs and now lives in Tullahoma, but we said we wouldn't hold that against her. We would cut her some slack. But yeah, we were real fortunate that she applied and was interested, and we were able to bring her on board and actually train with Sharon for almost a month before having just to take the reins. So that was advantageous for us, for her to kind of get her bearings and have Sharon show her the ropes a little bit before just being kind of thrown to the wolves, as it were. But Heather will do a fine job. She caught on really quick. She's real personable and pleasant to be around. She understands, one of the biggest things with that job is how people feel when they leave after having dealt with you.
Yeah.
That's a big deal. So she'll do fine with that. She's very professional. Being from that generation, she's obviously more technology-wise, she's a lot more capable than I am. So that doesn't take a lot. But hopefully that will we can use that in advantage for some PR things too. So looking forward, and we're happy to have her on board, and I'm sure she'll do an outstanding job for Franklin County.
Very good. And then there are some things going on in and around the downtown area, both within the Franklin County Courthouse with the elevator repair, and then up there at your offices, Ricky. I know you've been displaced and all the things, but there's a lot of work going on in and around downtown.
A lot of work going on. We had to have what they call a modernization of the elevator there in the courthouse, because when you got on that thing, it was a 50-50 shot. Whether you were going to get where you were going or get caught. You can ask the sheriff; he got caught up in it one time. But yeah, we had to have that done. All that should be completed. I got an email from the representative from the company that's actually doing that, and that should be completed by the end of this week.
Okay.
And then we can remove the signs, and everybody can go back to business as usual. But we had to have that done. We'll have to look at having that done at the library sooner than later.
Yeah.
And you have to be ADA compliant. Those are things you just have to do. So a lot of work being done there. There's some things we're looking to do at the Townsend building, where the Prevention Coalition is housed, with replacing some what we call PTAC units, the wall units in the rooms, doing some painting, redoing a breaker box. Here's the thing. That building is old, and we all know that. It's got some problems, and we all know that, but it's kind of like when you're coaching. You got what you got, and you don't got what you don't got.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we have, so we're going to make it as functional as we can, because we would like to use that place as a community services center. It's kind of the broad stroke of what we're trying to do. So we improve where we can as we can. And, there's certain things we can't do, and we understand. You can't just tear it down and start from ground zero, but there are things we can do to make it more functional. We're doing that through a broadband grant that was obtained, I guess it's been at least a couple of years ago now, probably. Shelley Daniels, our grant writer, was able to. It was a two-part grant. One was broadband ready, and one was connected communities. So there was two different avenues of money. This is the way we put the new roof on the old gym over there on the cultural center side.
Yeah.
That was part of this project too. So we'll try to do some improvements and repairs to the stage where you can actually have things there.
Right.
And you have functional lighting and a functional electric, or if you need speakers or those kind of things. So just another asset. So we're proud to have been able to obtain that grant and do those improvements down at Townsend. So a lot of work going on there also, and it's all the time. That's one of the biggest jobs nobody ever talks about with the mayor's office is the administration of the buildings. You start talking about keeping up 13 buildings, especially you take like the Judicial Center, which is the busiest building in the county.
Right.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
And you have to stay on top of things. And if you let it go, then you pay a lot more then than you would have in the beginning. It's that type of situation. So we try to do some preventive maintenance as we can. If we know we have a problem, we try to get it corrected as quick as we can. But things happen. The scoop system folks showed up Monday morning to use our big community room in the annex, and the air conditioner didn't work.
Oh, no.
Well, the capacitor went out on it. I mean, there's just not a whole lot you can do about that. Fix it as quick as you can.
Right.
But we do try to stay on those type things. We have 3 maintenance guys now as opposed to 2 that we used to have in the past. So get a little more work done doing it that way, and you can stay on top of some that's preventative. So those are just day-to-day, operations. It comes with the territory. That's part of doing your job. But that's the one that hardly anybody ever talks about, is how busy and in-depth just taking care of our facilities are.
Right. That's a good point. All right, when we come back on the other side, we'll talk about some of the things that are coming up in and around Franklin County with the Humpback Swamp Donkey, Ricky Tips, and Mayor Chris Guess. It is the starting lineup on a Where's the Beef Wednesday presented by Max Meat Processing and fueled by Loco Coffee. This is ESPN Radio 1340 1069 WCDT Winchester.
For over 75 years, one thing has never changed in Winchester, Tennessee. Hall Furniture has been there through it all. 3 generations, decades of trust, and the commitment to quality, value, and service that still comes first today. As we celebrate over 75 years in business, we want to say thank you to our loyal customers, our community, and to everyone who has made Hall Furniture a Winchester tradition. Hall Furniture, here's to another 75 years of helping you make a house feel like home.
I'm Kristen Abraham, curator of Abraham Art Gallery right on the square in downtown Winchester. Looking for something unique? Every month brings a new featured artist, original art to inspire and share with the community. Come in, explore, and discover art that's ready to go home with you today. Whether you're redecorating, collecting, or just need something that sparks joy, this is your place. We're open Tuesday through Saturday. Find us on Instagram and Facebook. Visit abrahamgallery.com or stop by at 106 North High Street. You never know what you'll fall in love with.
The future of healthcare starts here. The Southern Tennessee Regional Health System, Winchester and Suwannee, are joining the High Point Health System with Ascension St. Thomas, a health network serving communities across the state. We're working together to expand access, improve clinical quality, and keep you close to home throughout your care journey. Your favorite providers aren't going anywhere. It's the same care you know and trust, now with a new name. High Point Health with Ascension St. Thomas. Learn more at highpointhealthsystem.com.
On the FMO Facebook feed. Just go to Facebook.com/ESPN Winchester. Now, back to Joe and Chewy.
Back here on the starting lineup, ESPN Radio 1340 1069 WCDT Winchester. Joe Abraham and Chewy joined this morning in studio by Ricky Tips with the city of Winchester and Mayor Chris Guess. Gentlemen, I appreciate both of you joining us. Mayor, let me ask you a quick question.
Sure.
Is it too early for the Halloween stuff to be out?
Just a little bit.
Thank you. All right.
Yeah.
Just he said just a little bit.
You don't want to do, I go back and use the comparison to Thanksgiving. Nobody celebrates Thanksgiving anymore. The Christmas decorations start going up.
Yeah.
Let's scale that back a little bit and enjoy Thanksgiving. So we don't want to lose.
Halloween's
We
before
don't want to get too far out over our skis.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's too early.
It's too early for him.
There's nothing between. The
Doesn't
4th of
matter.
July.
It's still too early.
These two guys. Yes, for me, it's like it's still. Let me enjoy the last
Yeah.
vestige of summer. The kids are just now going back to school.
Yeah.
Let's do a little back to school stuff. Yeah, give them a week or so. Yeah, I'm okay. Like if we're talking end of August, early September, something like that, sure. But it was July, and Dollar General had stuff out. Now Chewy keeps his Halloween decorations up all year long.
I mean, that's just consistent for sure.
They're not Halloween decorations. That's just his normal home decor.
I would say I was listening to some of you guys' show coming into work this morning, and just to start an argument, I would say Major League and professional sports is not about being fair. It's about hanging banners and winning championships.
That's a good point.
Just will say that.
That's a good point. But in the flip side of that, as a Yankees fan, it's about my team hanging banners.
Right. Well, they don't have Derek Jeter, and
that's true.
There are no more Mantles and Marises.
You know what drives me nuts about that is, and I'm a big believer in this. You have certain teams who retire jerseys, and then you have other teams who, like the Dallas Cowboys with 88. That's as a wide receiver, that's like the number that it drives me nuts. The Yankees' new shortstop is wearing 96. because they've retired all their other, Aaron Judge wearing 99 and stuff like that. They've retired all their numbers. I am a firm believer that instead of retiring a uniform, let's use that uniform as like the one to highlight the dude. This is our dude. Our guy wears 7. Our guy wears 2, whatever, and make it kind of like a heritage thing. But
Michael Irvin had a good point on that, though. He said, CeeDee Lamb wears his number. He goes, every time CeeDee Lamb scores a touchdown, like, you always like Mike, or if he drops the ball, Irvin wouldn't have dropped that.
Yeah.
He goes, so my name's always brought up now.
Yeah.
Well, CeeDee Lamb is not Michael Irvin.
No.
But the thing, the Cowboys, I thought what they did.
He's also not allowed to have that substance in his system during the game.
Yeah, well, tit for tat or say what you want, but CeeDee Lamb is not Michael Irvin.
Does that make it more impressive, or would that be considered?
These running backs that they have are not Emmitt Smith. So
Yes,
it's just like the guys at Georgia are not Herschel Walker. So the cool thing the Cowboys did that I think is that Ring of Honor they have, I mean, that says it all. And the number one, and everybody that's a Cowboy fan will tell you Mr. Cowboy was Bob Lilly. So
Greg King
that's
says,
a standard I haven't seen anybody hit yet.
Yeah.
Greg King says,
but
it's
that's the thing is it's not about what's fair. It's about who's winning championships. So it's just kind of how it is.
Yeah.
And I can understand your pain with the Yankees. They were the measuring stick for about 90 years, or I mean, kind of like the Boston Celtics.
Yeah.
In basketball, and then tides turn and things change. But sports, even in the professional level, they're cyclic.
Yeah.
It'll come back around.
So when I dump Chewy, when we get rid of Chewy or he retires, or again, we go back to he's probably not going to live much longer. His health is one of these things. It's I got a Kalshi bet that I'm going to outlive him, and I'm pretty sure it's going to pay off soon. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to take all his stinky, smelly beanies, and whoever replaces him in that room, the Wookiee pen or whatever we call it, they'll just have to wear his beanie, and it'll be carrying the heritage on because he doesn't wear a number. They'll have to wear his oversized, superhero shirts.
But can you think of the pressure if you play for the Cincinnati Reds of wearing number 5?
That's
the greatest catcher to ever play. That's a little bit of pressure.
That's a lot of pressure. What were you saying, Chewy? Greg King said what?
He said Drew Pearson's number was Michael. All right.
Oh, yeah, Michael Evans. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. Well, and again, I'm a firm believer in. I like that. I like it makes me feel like they're carrying hair. But I'm also I love like the classic uniforms. Don't give me the modern. The culture, the heritage, all the things that go along. When I watch Alabama as an Alabama fan, when I watch Alabama take the field, I want Alabama to look like Alabama. I want Tennessee to look like Tennessee. I don't want these teams that come out with these modernized uniforms. They ruin.
Would you like Oregon?
No,
I can't stand Oregon.
It's the worst uniform ever.
Which one?
Pick one.
All of them.
Pick one.
Pick one. They're too busy.
Yeah.
Plain, especially with football uniforms, basic is better.
Yeah.
Look at the Chicago Bears.
Oh.
What a
Green Bay
uniform.
Packers.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a.
They're pretty.
classic.
Pretty classic.
But when the Bears and the Packers play, you want it to look like the Bears,
and the Packers.
You don't want the Bears wearing orange helmets and the Packers wearing white helmets. You want it to look like the Bears and the Packers.
Sure you do.
Well, I appreciate you both coming in this morning.
Absolutely. You guys have a good rest of the weekend. I guess we'll know tomorrow night about a quarter late.
Yes, sir. We will, certainly.
Well,
everybody go vote.
Early voting being about 7:45.
All right. For Ricky Tips and Mayor Chris Guess, I am Joe Abraham. The Wookiee ran the show once again today. Tune in on the other side for Reliable Rentals Swap and Shop. And like Mayor said, make plans to go vote tomorrow. It is the starting lineup. This is ESPN Radio, 1340, 1069, WCDT Winchester.
It's time for a community calendar update, presented by Minuteman Press in Tullahoma.
From community events to hometown happenings, it's time to catch up on what's happening around Franklin County. As summer winds down and a new school year gets closer, our community continues to find ways to bring families together, celebrate learning, and lend a helping hand. If you're looking for something fun and educational, the Franklin County Library is hosting a GOAT workshop on Thursday, August 6th at 11 a.m. Join Sam Castilla with Buck Point Herds behind the library for a hands-on lesson about dairy and fainting goats. It's a unique opportunity to learn more about farm life, animal care, and maybe even meet the herd's guardian dog. On Friday, August 7th, Huntland Schools will welcome students and families for its annual open house from 8 until 10 a.m. everyone will gather in the gym at 8 o'clock before meeting teachers, enjoying cookies in the cafeteria, and watching a performance by the Huntland High School cheerleaders. It's a sweet way to kick off another school year. The community is also coming together to help students start the year with confidence during the Back to School Fair on Saturday, August 8th, from 12 until 3 p.m. at the Campora Family Resource Center. Families can receive free haircuts, school supplies, food, games, community resources, and more, all designed to help children head back to the classroom ready to succeed. And if you're looking to wrap up the weekend with some great live music, Allison McCormick will perform Saturday evening from 6 until 8:30 at Patio on Main in Deckard. It's a great chance to enjoy local music while supporting one of our hometown gathering spots. In a small area like Franklin County, staying connected matters. So stay connected to your community with 931go.com and ESPN Radio Winchester.
Do you need high-quality printing services that help your business stand out? Minuteman Press in Tullahoma has you